At first glance, this may look like a typical TIFF carpet, the glitz and the glam, the arrival of stars such as Chris Pine. But watch the trailer for TIFF's opening film, and you'll notice something new. The Outlaw King, brought to you by Netflix.
Netflix has been extraordinarily hands-off in terms of the creative process. They give you the money, they believe in you as artists, and they let you do your thing.
Outlaw King is just one of 8 Netflix films screening here at TIFF. It's part of a massive push by the streaming service. In 2018 alone, Netflix is spending $13 billion US on new content. Whether it's funding film festival fodder or the latest Michael Bay shoot-'em-up, Netflix is giving traditional Hollywood studios a run for their money.
They are counter-programming in terms of dollars for the level of story and the level of budget, but at the same time creating another tier, as you mentioned, with all of these big name, fabulous talents in order to compete head-to-head with the studios.
And it's not just the big screen. With nominations for The Crown, Stranger Things, and more, Netflix beat out HBO at the Emmys this year, leading the pack with 112 nominations. In Canada, production companies are already benefiting from Netflix's commitment to fund $500 million in new productions.
We've just changed history. I thought that'd be a bigger deal.
Travelers is a sci-fi series shot in Vancouver starring Eric McCormack. After the Showcase Network dropped the series, Netflix stepped in to fully fund the new season.
Netflix has sort of become Hollywood's waiting room, that lobby. And you go in there, I've been in there, and George Clooney's sitting across from me, Seth Rogen, Jane Lynch, like, it's staggering. So I think in that capacity, you realize what you're competing with. And you really have to sort of elevate your game.
But with 125 million subscribers and growing, other companies are now rushing into the streaming space. Apple is spending $1 billion on original programming, signing deals with Oprah Winfrey and more. Amazon is premiering Homecoming, its new TV series starring Julia Roberts, at TIFF, while Disney is launching its own Netflix rival next year. The convenience of watching what he wants when he wants is why Patrick O'Rourke is part of a growing generation who never paid for cable. But with monthly subscriptions to Crave, Netflix, and more, he's already noticing the pressure on his pocketbook.
I had a couple live TV services that I was accessing with the VPN that got very expensive, and I decided that maybe I didn't really need those, and I kind of cut those down. So I think I've already hit that point.
As more and more Canadians subscribe to streaming services, they'll be facing the same conundrum, a growing universe of content with a monthly price to match. Eli Glasner, CBC News, Toronto.